Hello, my fiber friends, and welcome to Unseen Strands, where I, your fiber host Mo, share with you my fiber arts journey in 3 minutes or less. And today we're going to teach ourselves how to do the provisional cast on. I was starting a new pattern. It asked for the provisional cast on. Never done a provisional cast on before. First video I looked up, I think it was Very Pink Knits, which I think does a lot of tutorials on different knitting techniques. Wasn't a fan of that particular method. So we're doing Nimble Needles way, and I think it's the same one as the actual pattern designer did. Both of them used the crochet hook for the cast on. It's just one you did the chain and then you picked up all these things. Seemed a little tedious. So we're doing this one where you do it right on to the needle, which is very similar to my Chinese waitress cast on. So I think that's why I like it better. And I discovered this in my first attempt at recording this, that I overshot 3 minutes. But we need to wrap this counterclockwise or clockwise around our crochet hook. So what we have is I've done a couple chains, slip knotted, did my couple chains on just by themselves. Then we took our knitting needle, put it between the crochet hook and the working yarn. Then we're wrapping clockwise around our crochet hook, pulling that through, and then flipping this yarn over our thing to put the working yarn back into the back. And we have one worked needle or one worked stitch. I also found out when I was doing take 2 and then got interrupted by a child that is clockwise and not counterclockwise, and that makes it work much easier to get these stitches on. But I was able to do this with the did a couple rows, then pulled out the working yarn, and so I believe I am doing this right, and that this is going to be a fun little new cast on technique that I have, as this hat works the brim. You know, this does work a lot like my Chinese waitress cast on. I'm trying to think of how this differs. Just that this is waste yarn instead of the working yarn, I think, is about the main difference, isn't it? Anyways, guys, thanks for joining me for my entertaining myself and learning a new stitch here as I work to expand my knowledge in this knitting world. We'll talk to you later, guys.